So today let's learn how to differentiate using power rule. The power rule states that if y is equal to x raised to power n, that dy over dx using the power rule will be equal to bring down the power n, reduce the power n by 1. So this is the expression for power rule, especially for polynomials without denominators. So let's solve a problem concerning this. Let's say we have y equal to x raised to power 2. So our dy dx, which you can write as y prime, says bring down the power, okay, then reduce the power by 1. This is it. And this will give you 2x raised to power 1, which is the same thing as 2x. So the derivative, which is y prime of y equals to x squared, is 2x. Let's have another one. So if I have y equals to x raised to power 3, all right, the y prime, which is the derivative, is going to be bring down the power, okay, reduce the power by 1, you have 2. So that's the answer. So what if I have y equals to x raised to power 4? My y prime, which is dy dx, will be bring down the power 4, reduce the power 4 by 1, you have 3. So this is the answer for it. Okay, there are things we need to know. The derivative, if y equals to 4, the derivative of a constant y equal to 4 is actually equal to 0. Next thing again, if y is equal to x, okay, the derivative, as y prime of x, is actually equal to 1. So basic things we need to know, okay? All right, so that will help us. So if we will have a question like this, if we have y equals to x squared raised x squared plus 4, y prime is going to be, if you differentiate this, you will have 2, bring down the power 2, reduce the power 2 by 1, you will have power 1 left. If you differentiate 4, remember, if you differentiate a constant, you will get 0. All right, so if you tidy up, y prime will now become 2x. All right, so what if we have y raised y 2x squared, or raised to power 3 now, plus 3x? What would this be? Our y prime will be equal to, if we bring down the power, 3 times 2 will give you 6. We reduce the power 3 by 1, you have 2, plus x carrying power 1. If you bring down the power, 1 times 3 will give you 3. If you reduce the power 1 of the x by 1, 1 minus 1 will give you 0. Anything raised to power 0 is 1. So we have 3 left there. Okay, so if we have y equals to a quadratic, let's say x squared plus 3x plus 4, all right, our y prime is going to be equals to, bring down the power 2, you have 2, reduce the power 2 by 1, you'll be left with 1 there for x. Now for 3x, bring down the power 1 that x is carrying, it will still give you 3. If you reduce the power 1 by 1, you will have 0. Anything raised to power 0, remember, is 1. Okay, and the 4, if you differentiate a constant, of course, it's going to give you 0, because constants don't really have slope. Derivative is all about slope. So the derivative of a constant is actually 0, because it doesn't have slope. All right, because for y equals to 4, the graph will not have a slope actually. That's why the derivative of a constant is 0. Okay, let's check another question. Let's say we'll have another quadratic, y equals to 3x raised to power 2 plus 5x plus 1. All right, y prime is going to be, bring down the power 2, we have 6, reduce the power 2 by 1, you will have 6 raised to power 1 plus, if you differentiate 5x, power x is carrying power 1, so 1 times 5 will give you 5. You reduce this power 1 by 1, you will get 0. Anything raised to power 0 is still 1. If you differentiate this constant 1, you will get 0. You get 0. Get 0. So if you tidy up, our y prime is going to be 6x plus 5. All right, so that is it. Take notes. If you differentiate y equals to 2x, actually our y prime is going to just be 2. All right, so that is it. But if you differentiate y equals to x, you will have 1. Don't forget. All right, so this is the first lesson for differentiation. Here we looked at differentiating polynomials, linear and quadratic functions. Now, next video we're going to look at using power rule. We're going to look at chain rule. Look at chain rule using also differentiating functions of y that have square powers in a bracket. All right, and also look at other subsequent rules as well. Thank you for watching. If you like this content, please kindly click the like buttons. If you like content like this as well, you may consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you for watching. It's a pleasure to have you here. My name is Tambari. See you in my next video on derivative of function of y using chain rule or function of a function. Bye.